Hi, my name is Paul. I'm one of the people you talk to when you call us here at Bluehost. Have you ever wondered how to help more people find your website? Well, here at Bluehost we host almost 2 million websites, and we have a lot of experience helping clients successfully increase web traffic. One of the best ways to do this is through what's called search engine optimization, or SEO for short. The goal of this video is to give you a basic overview of how search engines work so you can better understand what search engine optimization, or SEO, is all about. Let's get started. As of today, there are over 130 million registered websites out there on the internet. To sort through all of it, most of us rely on search engines to find what we want. And these search engines have become so good that over 90% of people using the internet rely on them to find things. Now, there's lots of good search engines out there, but about 83% of people worldwide use Google. So that's what we'll use in this video. Just keep in mind, the concepts we're discussing apply to all the other search engines too. When you search for something with Google, you get back a results page, and there's lots of stuff on it. This shows you how many websites Google found that are probably relevant to what you're looking for. Here, companies can pay Google to place ads for when people search for particular things. But this is the section most people care about. It's the actual results list, which is just a list of websites that are most likely to contain what you're looking for. And you'll notice this is just the first results page. You can click down there for more. Now, here's the important part that most people just don't know. Over 94% of people that use Google only click results on this first page. If they don't find what they're looking for, they usually don't bother clicking on subsequent result pages. Instead, they typically prefer to just adjust their search terms and start from scratch. And of those people who do click on that first page, most only click in what's sometimes referred to as the golden triangle, or top 3 or so results. In fact, about 63% of people just click right in there. This is why optimizing your website for search engines or doing SEO is so important. When people search for something that's relevant to them and they see your website in their search results, they're going to click and visit your page. And these aren't just any visitors. These are people that are looking for exactly what you offer. So, of anyone, they're the most likely to convert into customers and subscribers, etc. But if your website isn't showing up towards the top 3 results or so, or if it isn't even on the first page, it's almost like your website doesn't exist. No one can even find it. Now, in our example, we searched for California sandals, and we got back about 22 million website results. It's not exactly a small number. Have you ever wondered why some websites show up on this first page and others are stuck way down at the bottom of the pile? Well, a site's position in search results is determined by what's referred to as PageRank. Every website has a ranking for particular search terms or keywords. In the beginning, the first search engines worked by tracking all the words on web pages. So if you searched for California sandals, you'd get back a list of websites containing those 2 keywords. And the websites that had those words most often were ranked higher, and they showed up towards the top of results pages. Well, in 1996, 2 Stanford PhD students noticed while they were researching academic papers that sources that contained a lot of keywords didn't necessarily mean they were more relevant. What mattered a lot more was whether those papers were cited often by other papers. So they applied this citation concept to web search. They suggested websites that were backlinked a lot, that is to say, were referred to often by other websites, were more likely to be relevant. That's how Google was born. Search engines today all follow this model. They still look at your website's keywords, but they then rank your site's relevance on the number and quality of backlinks to it from other websites. So think of it like this. Keywords lets Google see your site and know what it's about. Backlinks determine how much Google trusts your site to be relevant. So keywords are important because they tell Google you're out there, but backlinks move your website up the food chain. That's why the search results you see are called organic or natural results. They're constantly changing based on what people actually do out there on the web. Unsurprisingly, as there are these 2 aspects to how search engines find and rank pages, there are 2 corresponding components to SEO. First is the on-site component. This is where you ensure your site is full of keywords that are relevant to what your site's about. So for example, if you sell sandals in California, you want to make sure relevant keywords are on your site, like sandals, California, ocean, beach, flip-flops, shoes, leather, sand, things like that. The second component of SEO is called off-site SEO. This is where you work to create backlinks to your website that originate from other sources. Links to your site can be created using articles, social media, blog posts, discussion boards, and so on. But keep this in mind. The more influential or legitimate the website is that links back to you, the more effect that backlink from that site is going to have on your search result ranking. So that's it. SEO is super important because it helps you move to the top of relevant search results. And since almost everyone relies heavily on search engines to find anything online, SEO is the most effective way to increase traffic to your site. Good SEO takes time, so the sooner you start, the sooner you move up the results ladder. To learn more about SEO, watch our next video, How to Grow Your Business with SEO. Visit our help center, or feel free to give us a call. We have SEO specialists standing by to help you. And as always, like, subscribe, or follow us to get the latest info, tips, and special offers.